Close that. What's up, homies? It's so easy to go live. I can't believe more people aren't live streamers. This is so easy. You know what I'm saying? I make it look easy, but go try and do what I do 10 times. Just go copy the last 10 days of videos and watch. You won't. This is the lightest 10 days of videoing I think I've ever done. And it's still far too much for every Karen on YouTube. Poof! Get some! My whole squad went down except me. Bro, they can't get me. I have to go upgrade my, am I Shelly? I think I'm Shelly or something like that, right? Shelly is, I haven't upgraded Shelly since day one. I don't know how many points we have. We have a lot of points. I'll guarantee we have a lot of points for upgrading. But I don't think I want to upgrade Shelly. Thinking Daryl. Old Daryl, I used to have a friend named Daryl. Kind of ripped me off. He's kind of a little bit shady, but of all the people, when I say kinda, he ripped off a lot of people. I think I was the only one that he was like really scared to rip off. My buddy's huge, but he was a nice guy. You don't want to cross me, okay? I grew up super poor, and I don't like people that steal, eh? And if you're a thief, I swear you have never felt pain like I dish out. So this is what keeps the thieves at bay, right? Forces the thieves to only come when I'm not around, right? When I sleep, right? You might be a pushover. They're like, well, we can just kick the door and tie him up. You know what I mean? Like that, there's no thought of that for me, right? So I just want you all to be aware that you're probably a puss and you need to start doing push-ups right away. So there's there's a reason why certain things are best kept unsaid, and that's to not teach evil how to be better at being evil next time, right? And I'll just say this, evil is not as powerful as it thinks, but it's gotten away with it for so long. It's like a creepy kid that touches other kids maybe a bit younger than them, right? And they've gotten away with it this long, but when you look at them, you can tell what they're up to. You know what I mean? You can smell what they're up to. You know what I mean? So this is the world we live in, is full of uneducated, lacking intellect, evil people, right? Now, the most dangerous person is the person that has the most information and chooses to be evil, right? So if somebody has a job where they have the ability to see where you are, where you're going, to track you, to monitor you, there's things I won't say, but trust me, like you can think of entities in your area that do this very well. Probably for mostly almost every time the wrong reasons, right? You can take a look at the court case going on in the States right now about Facebook and how Facebook has been deemed a predatory site by US officials, by government in North America and Canada, most of the free world that, accepts knowledge as truth, has deemed Facebook one of the most evil sites on the internet. Instagram, that apparently reported more pedos than any other or all of the platforms combined, still houses the most pedophiles of all the platforms. You understand what I'm saying? So this is all before the Supreme, this is all in the Senate right now. This is all over media in the States, but you're not watching that because they are dumbing you down and the corporate entities that control what you view and what they push to your big noggin, they don't want you to hear about those things, not in the slightest. But right now, they're saying that Facebook has been tracking people's whereabouts while they're not using Facebook. So Zuckerberg was asked this question, well, why are you tracking people that aren't using your app? Okay, so you track them while they're in your app just to see where they are, if they're logging into, if they're at McDonald's or if they're at their house. But why are you tracking them when the app isn't in use? Zuck did not answer the question. This should be very, very, very frightening for most people with an IQ. For those without an IQ, well, I don't care about you, right? For the ones with an IQ, but still can't figure it out, let me wipe for you. Now, it works like this. If you have a cell phone that had Facebook on it, but you haven't logged into your Facebook for months, it's been tracking you this whole time. Now, let's say you were an outspoken individual online about a certain political group, a certain corporation. If you don't think there are people out there in this world that are paid to protect the brand, the names of politicians, you are very, 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 very sadly mistaken. Okay? So the reason that this is very dangerous is to protect the ones in your family who do speak out against these atrocities that they put forth for your families every day, and say, oh no, this is a great use. You can talk to your mom on this app. Well, it sounds really nice, but why wouldn't you use a cell phone? Because what comes with Facebook is you're able to stalk others. Ex-girlfriends, ex-husbands, boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it is. Family members you no longer talk to can still stalk you. You know what I mean? What is the good in that, right? So for the most part, what Facebook is a way for somebody else to spy on you, is what we can clearly say. But this is when an educated person defines what they have been up to. You simply say, oh, I don't care if they have this or that. Well, you should, because the ones who protect you are the ones they are after. All the most noble men are always a target for slander first. Do you understand why? Evil fears nobility entirely. So let's say you had an app. A computer was thinking for the app. I gotta be very careful how this is worded. There's so many things I can't specifically let it catch. You have to understand the power one person will have over everyone when they log into the God mode factor. God mode allows them to see every message you have ever sent. Now, you may have sent the private messages to your mother, to your boyfriend, to your ex, private messages that you never expected others to see, or for those messages to see the light of day. Isn't this true? Right? But those private messages are anything but. Hundreds of people have access to read those messages in minutes. Hackers with very low IQ can learn about you and your family from within. So you see, what I've done here is I've shown you the holes in what you thought was a perfectly safe application you should be having on your phone. You do know that a smartphone is another word for personal computer? define the word personal for me, and then get back to me and ask yourself if you feel that your personal information is safe on Facebook in the hands of those you can never know who they are, see, or understand what entities and conglomerates they work for. Basically, whose interests do they have, right? Do they have your best interests, or are they getting paid to ensure that your information is funneled off to as many? Oh, I didn't even have to finish that fucker, did I? Remember, folks, if you enjoy my videos that I make for you to watch, it's important that you understand I am always right. I'm not going to come forth and say some BS before I've well thought it out. Do you understand me? And I can't stress enough, you'll never be on my level. I realize this now. My job is to teach. Not grade 4 math, not grade 4 science, to teach the masses. You've been lied to. You've been tricked by the devil himself. Do you know the old saying? The devil's greatest trick was making you believe he's gone. I'll see you next time, folks. Stay tuned.